No questions.
All right. Okay, so this activity you will do and share with me how you feel GitHub Docs are using templates or not, and also how does it impact the overall user experience. Okay, now we move on to the next topic. Just have a look at these two sentences and tell me which one is clear, which one is more direct and should be used in the documentation.
Second one we can
The
use.
second one.
Yes, the second one is more appropriate. And how do you decide that? Both of the sentences are conveying a similar, same information, right? How do you define that what is correct and what is not? What should be there and what should be not?
The first sentence is saying indirectly, but the second sentence.
The first sentence is a little indirect, but second sentence is direct. And also, when we come to these kind of choices, some people might prefer the other one, like the first one, some people might prefer the second one, and there can be a lot of this is also correct and this is also correct wala thing, because the way I'm looking at it is different. Okay, so and that's why it is being it can be helped by using the style guides. So style guides are something, they will define the rules for you, like which tone, which voice, which kind of capitalization, what kind of grammar preferences, what kind of even formatting, or how to use the UI references. All these things style guides can help you with, so that all these small decisions do not drain your energy. You have direct guidelines that okay, do this thing this way. So whenever you're writing a step, you will use click something. You will start with the verb, and when you're writing it in a paragraph or something, then at that time maybe you need to write the complete sentence. Okay, so that's very contextual also, but where you're using, depending on that, style guides are also setting the rules according to that. So these style guides are there for your reference. And today you're going, all three of you are going to get a daily assignment, a small assignment that you're going to do every day. It's for your betterment only, so I hope you will stick to it. So what happens if a style guide is not there? Like I was saying, same idea written in two ways, there can be 10 more ways to write the same sentence, and everyone will come and write a little differently because everyone is different, everybody's style is different. So you're not saying that only one way of writing is correct, but you still have to use the guideline that should be there. If you're writing a step, for example, you'll always start with verb, whether to put a period at the end or not, or things like that, right? Use the active voice, use this, all these things the style guide has already defined. So we do that. Then comes endless review comments, because if there is no rules or set of guidelines, it becomes very subjective on the part of reviewer also, because reviewer is thinking in their own way, and everyone else is doing as per them, right? So another thing is the inconsistent tone. Sorry, we still have to look at the examples. So other thing is the inconsistent tone, because multiple people will be writing the same document. To make the tone consistent, to make the document look like it's a single document for a particular product, not different topics written by different people, style guide comes into picture and plays its role. So that's why it's very, very important. So two of the most common style guides that we have. So it's not that you have to write the whole thing yourself, and that normally big organizations like IBM and all these, Google, and they have their own style guide. They have shared it publicly as well. IBM का I think login चाहिए होता है, but Google and Microsoft, they have their open style guide. So people do use it. Technical writers, companies do use them as a base, and then they customize it, they tweak it a little depending on their requirements, depending on their product, what they need. So they have a base style guide, and then there are some specific instructions that could be followed or a little modified depending on what their product really demands. Okay, so we'll just have a look at these two style guides. This is the Microsoft Writing Style Guide. Just a second. Okay. Now, what all is there? Of course, they have started. It's a kind of documentation also. If you look at it, it's a kind of documentation. For example, they have set the introduction, what's new, all these things we have in our product documentation as well, right? Top 10 topics, like top 10 tips for Microsoft Silent Voice, just to get started. How to create that. And then there is checklists for quick references, like what kind of, they have kind of listed them all so that you can go directly jump, and this is the list, and then there's acronyms checklist. All the rules are written here, like how to use acronyms, how to use the capitalization. All these things are always, for example, always capitalize proper nouns, lowercase, everything except the first in a sentence. So these are very basic grammar rules sometimes, and also a reference point for all kind of writing. Okay, have grammars and part of speech. You'll get everything here, and then there is the terms, the collection of terminology. These are the terms. We are also going to learn about the terminologies today. So they have done it in alphabetical order. How many of you have actually seen it before? Have you seen this Microsoft Style Guide before? Have you read any sections? Referred to the, and yeah, okay. So you've not been referring to it for your latest content that you are creating. तो कभी कभी इसको खोल के देखना चाहिए कि आपको अगर कहीं पे, if you're feeling a little confused or you're thinking whether I should write this way or that way, just go and look for um, your answers in the style guide, and you can refer to any one of them. Microsoft के थोड़े ज़्यादा, it's very vast, it's very big. I feel that Google style guide is more, here it will mention everything, like how to use punctuation, how to use apostrophes, colons, exclamation points. Like they have covered even the grammatical um, nuances. in many ways. So this one is quite detailed. And the other one is, second, let's look at the Google Developers Guide as well. Okay, this one is more, I think, concise and cleaner, easy to reference to start with. So these are very basic, like you can see there is just one level of style and they've just tried to cover the basic aspects of all these things. Whatever answers you don't get, you can definitely go to Microsoft. But this one is a quick reference for handling your technical writing confusions or how to write. So here comes your homework. Now, um, I want you all, although we do not really need to mug this up, the style guide, but I still want that you should be aware, and it is necessary also. Like, you should be aware about what kind of things are coming, are being guided through these style guides. Okay, so so Mahadev, this is your assignment, this is your job. You, all of you, all three of you are going to do it, but Mahadev is going to share the link every day. So every day Mahadev is going to share the link of one page and you'll just go through that one page. आपको कुछ learn नहीं करना है, आपको कुछ memorize करने की कोशिश नहीं करनी है. You don't have to do anything. We'll just read one page to increase our awareness about how actually style guides can define the documentation, like how they can change the documentation. What are the areas that we need to take care of? How to take care of? You can always come back and see, okay, मेरे को ऐसे करना है या ऐसे करना है. But at least some parts of it will automatically remain in your mind and you will start getting a hang of it, that these are the areas we should be careful about, so that you don't take small things for granted, the punctuations, the formatting, and how to write things, everything. So usse thoda sa it will increase your awareness about how we should be writing. So Mahadev, this is your task. You will be sharing one link every day in a proper order. Like, so you'll start with maybe about this guide and then highlights and then whatever. Maybe iske baad you can simply skip to word list. अच्छा, they also have a word list. A B C D E पूरा है उनका. Just a second. This one I have not seen. So never mind. So one page you can send every day. All right. Okay. So they have, yeah. So they have kept. It's quite extensive though. When the pages are bigger, you can define a deadline, maybe divide it into two parts, and then say, okay. तो हम word list, let's do the word list later, because word list is really vast and we will get lost in that. I want you to learn more about the content writing part. For example, here capitalize product names or not, and whatever. It's a small page, nothing much, right? So you can easily go through it. Okay. There are links over here as well. So not everything is there in the TOC. TOC they have kept very clean, but they have created this links on the top. Okay. Articles before product names. Is it the same topic that is being scrolled or what? Yeah, it's I think the same topic. it's the same topic, sorry. Yeah, so it's the single topic. Just check the topic and send it accordingly. If in case there is a really long topic, one topic you will share every day without fail. Morning में उठते ही कर दो उसको, okay? And read it yourself also. Mention that I have read it, okay? All three of you, done. Maybe you can still mention. So it will not help you. Like we don't want to really learn about uh, what each and every option is. Not everything, but the common ones will start settling in your writing style gradually. Okay, so that's what the purpose is. Yeah. Okay, and I have homeworks for others as well. So we had decided that we will be doing one editing exercise, small editing exercise every day. Okay, so Ketki, that is your homework. You will send 3 to 4 sentences every day and write your version. That okay, I have edited my version. This is how I will write these 3 4 lines. Not a very big paragraph or something, just 3 lines, 4 lines. You can take it from GitHub documentation, you can take it from anywhere else also. Up to you. You'll send one small section and then you'll write, okay, I have done it and this is my version. And others will also share theirs. ठीक है, तो एक पेज को रीड करने में मे बी 5 minutes लगेंगे. द स्टाइल गाइड पेज विल टेक 5 minutes ऑफ टाइम, not more than that. सिर्फ रीड करना है, you do not need to really mug it up. Okay, again I'm saying. Second, to do this kind of editing exercise, it will take you 10 to 15 minutes. Keep your time aside for these activities. Okay, I will do this at this time, this at this time, and they're not very big tasks. Cut down on any other entertainment or areas, Instagram reels or whatever, but focus on these few things for a few days at least. Okay, so जब तक हम February में तक अपना ये did someone some notification? Okay, so जब तक अभी हम ये कोर्स पे चल रहे हैं, we will keep on doing this activity. Okay, I hope, and all of you will be doing. Now Soumya is there. Soumya, your task. Ketki, you're okay with that, right? Any question? Yeah? Yeah? Very good. And now Soumya, your task. Soumya is going to keep a check, one, that both of you are doing it, okay? And या फिर इसको ऐसे cyclic करते हैं. Let's do it a little cyclic, okay? Soumya will take care of Ketki's, whether Ketki is sending or not. Ketki will make sure Mahadev is sending a page every day, and Mahadev will make sure that Soumya is doing her task every day. Okay? Okay, so you will remind each other. You will remind each other that you all have to do the tasks. So ऐसे एक दूसरे को लीवे नहीं देना है और ना ही खुद लीवे लेना है. So let's make sure. And Soumya का task है to share her LinkedIn messages that she's creating. Okay, maybe once or twice a week. मैं उसको थोड़ा सा lighter रख रही हूँ because she also has already into the job and everything. But so Soumya will be sharing her LinkedIn pages and will also ask you to do that. So from now onwards, every week, once or twice a week, you all are going to post a very small thing, 2 lines, 3 lines, whatever, 5 lines, whatever you have learned. Okay, whatever you're doing, and do your little bit of research also around it, but you will start sharing on LinkedIn. Okay, so tasks तीनों के लिए हैं. सिर्फ responsibility मैंने डिवाइड किया है. Okay, so I am, as I said, Soumya will check, Ketki has shared her part. Ketki will check, Mahadev has shared his part. Mahadev will check, Soumya has done her part. So केतकी और महादेव के पास डेली टास्क हैं जो कि आपको शेयर करने हैं. डेली 3 to 4 lines. Mahadev will share 1 page every day from the Google link. Okay, so it's from the Google Developer Stylization Documentation Style Guide, and all of you will read it. Okay, and Soumya will share about something about the LinkedIn, whatever she has done on LinkedIn, and will also ask and motivate you guys to do it. Which one is difficult? Can be done once a week. All 3 of these can be done. Yeah, yeah, easy, easy. And will it be done? Awesome, 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 awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this. So it will really charge up how we are learning, I feel. Okay. So let's do it. All right. And when you share your versions, my job is to give you reviews. Okay. I will try whenever it is possible to share my version as well. When Ketki shares 3 to 4 this thing sentences, I will share my version. Okay, so that can be your point of reference. That can be your point of raising questions why this something has happened. Okay, so I think yeah, that is going to help a lot. All right, now we move forward with our next topic. So we are on the style guide part. Next is terminology. What do you understand by terminology? When we say terminology, what it is? Mm-hmm. For example, yeah, the process of creating food. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So the photosynthesis is a terminology. Yes. Right. But if we say, say for example, if I'm saying um, reminds, notifies, or sends notification or sends alerts. So what is it? Is it also a term, a terminology, or no? Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. It's just a vocabulary that you're using, right? So there is a difference. What a terminology is and what it is not. So let's see. In technical writing, terminology means the controlled, approved set of words and phrases used consistently to describe the product, its features, actions, and concepts, and the processes that are going. Okay, so when we are saying the Fitbit application, or we are calling it the Fitbit app, or we are calling it the Fitbit watch or Fitbit device or what, Like, how are you addressing the product? Okay. uh, that its features, again, for example, we have been doing water reminder, it could be water notifications, hydration notifications, and there can be 10 terms around it. Alerts, water alerts, okay, water. But we have chosen, we have given it a name, we've given it a terminology, we are using it as a water reminder, and when we are using it as a feature name, that name will be used as it is. But to explain while you're talking within the sentences, you can create variation using different verbs. You can say water reminder reminds, water reminder sends notifications, water reminder alerts you, or sends alerts to intake water at a regular interval. So there can be different ways of writing those action words you can change, but the actions that are happening within the product, okay, or you're defining a process, then you're talking about a process, then you will stick to the product terminology and the concepts that are given a particular word, right? So we'll be more careful. So sentence mein variation is required. You will bring that variation, otherwise your sentences will feel very monotonous. They will not be interesting to read. There will be no. So you write things differently, you'll use different vocabulary, bring variation to that. But when it comes to terminology, you will keep that fixed. So just wanted to create, we wanted you all to know the difference between terminology and vocabulary so that you don't confuse that we have to use the same term every time. Next is what terminology includes. So as I was saying, it includes product and feature names, UI labels from the product, standard action words also in some cases that will be defined by your style guide. You can go and see what kind of action words to be used in what kind of scenarios. Click कब use करना है, tap कब use करना है. So for example, if you are on a touch based device on a mobile application or something, you will say tap something, and when you are on a desktop based UI, you will say click. Or enable can be used both ways. Select when to use which terminology. Okay, so similarly, system states and statuses, enabled, disabled, connected, these are all fixed terms. Domain specific terms, interval, notification, sync, all these things. Similarly, units, values, and settings names. If you are referring to any kind of settings, or the way you are writing the units or values of any of these settings, they will remain same. Okay, and you will not play around with them or modify them to bring in variation. Similarly, abbreviations and acronyms also. Okay, as I was saying, a vocabulary, it's not a writing preference or something. You can choose to write your action words in normal, your vocabulary, the way you want to write and everything, but the terms about the product, features, processes, all those remain same. Okay, it will not include any kind of marketing phrases, of course, that's the part of vocabulary. It will not include, again, conversational alternatives. Explanatory sentences are not part of this. Examples or metaphors are not part of this. And when you're using examples, you can use descriptive adjectives as perfect are not part of any kind of terminology you can write there. Terminology standardization. What does it mean? It means the same term to be used everywhere. UI labels should match exactly. No unnecessary synonyms, or you will use synonyms not for the fixed terms, just in your general sentences. And sometimes to bring variation in initial phases, sometimes we try to uh, showcase our skills. We want to show this much, as this much I know. So we write flowery language, we write to bring variation, we write same things in different ways, because, and especially also because we are short of words and short of ideas, short of understanding sometimes, so we tend to repeat with different terminology, same thing saying again. So that unknowingly many beginners do. So just avoid that. Be aware that where is it coming from. Especially take care of the terminology, that you're not playing around with the fixed terminology. Okay. And how does it help? Reduces user confusion, improves search results. Of course, when your terms are consistent, user can come, expect all the information related to that particular thing. Overall documentation, obviously, if he searches the term, you will be able to give it all the instances that are there in the documentation related to that particular term. Makes docs easier to translate. Terminology will come in picture. We'll discuss that as well when we'll see how translation teams and localization teams work along with technical writing teams. We'll touch upon that later. But if you're using 10 different terminologies for a single thing, it becomes the text becomes difficult to translate as well. And why? Because there are these days there are computer assisted translations as well, AI based translations as well. So if we have said that A is equal to B in a certain language, and but the A keeps changing, sometimes A1, A2, A3, A4, like different terms you're using for A, it becomes very difficult to map it, like how it should be translated. Okay, so that's why also standardization helps. It builds trust, it reduces support tickets. Obviously, user is able to find out answers to his problems through search, through navigation, by locating, okay, this term means this only. But at some other place you have used a different term, it might confuse the user and raise the number of support tickets instead. Okay, because it makes them makes them think that feature, this is different feature and that is different feature. However, we are talking about the same feature, but we are naming it different at different places. So that should not be done. It breaks the user confidence and increases learning time. How the terminology is managed. There are terminology lists and glossaries. When we'll do this localization and translation part, we will also learn about the term bases. Okay, terminology management, TMs, and translation memories are there. Okay, so they will keep, this term means this term means this. So these are translation memories that are used in computer assisted translations. Okay, so we'll get to learn about that as well. And so that is one of the ways to manage terminology. Style guides are another way to store terminology, like we were seeing which terms to use. अभी आप और style guide को deeper way में जब आप करोगे, you will realize that they have even defined terms in certain scenarios. Okay, use this in this scenario, use that in this scenario. So all those things. UI references, in any case, you have to adhere to. So product UI references are like where the UI terms will be recorded. Review and QA checks also ensure that the terminology is consistent. Okay, so this is what it is about, the terminology, and we learned about how to standardize the terminology and why we should be doing it. Okay, any questions